received my call very young, probably in junior high. I felt very called to be close to the Lord, to try to love Him with all my heart. And from there it just kind of developed, but it took a long time before I finally responded. Our family was fairly close, very close, and so being a Hispanic person in that kind of a family, it was very difficult for me to tear myself away from them and have them let me go. And my father was especially sad, but he didn't have the heart to stand in my way. There was a time when he finally said to me in a very affirming way that he was so very glad that I had chosen this lifestyle. He was afraid he'd never see me again. My other gift was music, and my community allowed me to study music until I got a degree from Canyon at West Texas State at the time in music. I had the experience of trying to teach junior high and high school kids to sing. But it was nice, I loved it. It was really good. And from there, I became a choir director in different churches. That has been my joy, is music. I know it was very difficult to try to follow Francis, and yet the spirit that was there, the freedom that was offered there, appealed to me a whole lot. And so I decided to become a Franciscan. And I have never regretted it. God is very diverse. He calls all kinds of people. And that's one thing that makes community living sometimes difficult, because you rub one another and in their conflicts, their impersonality and style and all kinds of things. But that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the call. That's how you become a little holier, by learning to live with others and give and take, and learning to listen and being charitable to everybody. It's not easy, but I think it's a value, and in Franciscanism, particularly in Franciscan, a very high value. We are required to live in community, and that's part of humanity, of being human. We're all in the same boat, regardless of the style we use for our lives. We have to go through the same growth patterns, through the same pain, the same everything that anybody else does in life. I always knew that I had the call, and part of it was me. I didn't have the courage to break with my family. And so it wasn't until much later when I finally did, after I had graduated from high school and graduated from college, and even taught 2 years in the elementary school in Clovis, New Mexico. And then finally I said to myself, this is it. It's now or never. You've got to make a decision. I don't know. That's a mystery. It's a mystery to me. To this very day, I don't understand why. Why me? I do not feel that I have responded with the fidelity that I once wished and hoped I could. And yet God always responds with His goodness to me, which shows me I made the right choice. I have been a sister for 54 years.
We've known each other for 60 years.
We've known each other when we were young.
We were young together once, and we weren't always white-headed.
No, we weren't white-headed.
But now we're full of wisdom and joy.
Exactly.